Welcome back to Alchemy online class. Hope you have referred Extra Marks app and the given links for yesterday's content. Before we start anything new today, we will just have a recall of whatever we have learnt yesterday. Yesterday we learnt about the fifth step of agricultural practices, that is protection from weeds. Weeds are the undesirable plants which are growing along with the crop naturally. These weeds are removed by the farmers from time to time. The removal of weeds is called weeding. These weeds should be removed from the farm because these weeds are competing with the growing crop for the need of nutrients, water, sunlight and space. If they are not removed, they are affecting the growth of the crop. Farmers are using different methods for removing the weeds. Tiling before sowing the crops is the method used by the farmers. So, when they are tiling the field, they are removing the weeds and these weeds are then dry up and get mixed with the soil. Another method includes the manual removal of weeds either by uprooting them or by cutting them close to the ground using a khurpi. A seed drill can also be used to remove the weeds. And the third method is use of weedicides. Weedicides are the chemicals which are killing the weeds. For example, 2,4-D. Then we learned about the sixth step of agricultural practices, that is harvesting. The cutting of crop when it is mature is called harvesting. It can be done either manually using a sickle or by using a machine called a harvester. Then we learned that in the harvested crop, the grain seeds need to be separated from its chaff, and this is called threshing, and it is done by a combine which is a harvester and a thresher too. Then we learned about the process of winnowing in which the grains are separated from the chaff. Then we discussed about the harvest festivals which are celebrated by the farmers when the harvesting is done. These festivals are Holi, Diwali, Baisakhi, Pongal, Nabanya, Bihu, etc. Today we are going to discuss about the seventh step of agricultural practices, that is storage. This is the last step of agricultural practices. Storage of the grains is an important task. Here you know that after harvesting, threshing and winnowing, the grains are obtained. Now if these grains are to be stored for a longer time, they should be safe from moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. The fresh crop has more moisture. If the freshly harvested crop or grains are stored without drying, then they may get spoiled or attacked by the organisms and they may lose their germination capacity. Hence, before storing the grains are to be dried in the sunlight properly to reduce the moisture from them. This prevents the attack by the insects, pests, bacteria and fungi. Farmers are storing the grains in the jute bags or metallic bins. However, the large-scale storage of grains is done in the silos or granaries, which protects the grains from the attack of rats and insects. Dried neem leaves are used to store food grains at home. For storing large quantities of grains in big godowns, specific chemical treatments are required to protect them from pests and microorganisms. Now we are going to discuss about the last topic of this chapter, that is food from animals. In the beginning of the chapter, we have discussed about the herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. In that we have discussed that omnivores are the organism which feeds on both plants and animals. There are some people who are eating both plants and animals. Till now we have discussed about food from plants. Now we are going to discuss about the food from animals. In the coastal areas, the people living over there, they are consuming fish, and fish is the major part of their diet. So we are going to study about the animal food. As you all know that agriculture is the science that deals with both the growing of plants and rearing of animals. So far we have learned about how the plants are grown, or we have learned about the crop production and management. The different steps used by the farmers for growing the crop. Now we are going to study that how the animals are reared. When the animals are reared, they are either reared at home or in a farm. And when the animal rearing is done, the animals are provided with food, shelter, and a proper care is also taken of the animals. When animals are reared on a large scale and when they are provided with food, shelter, and care, then it is known as animal husbandry. Now it's time for recapitulation. Today we have learned about the 7th step of agricultural practices, that is storage. In that we have learned that storage of produce is an important task. Before storing the seeds or the grains, we have to be sure that the seeds or grains are free from moisture. We have to dry them properly, otherwise they will be damaged by the microorganisms or other pests. So we have to make sure that these grains are free of moisture. After drying them, these grains are stored by the farmers in the jute bags or in the metallic bins. When we are drying these grains, we can store them for a longer time. When the grains are to be stored on a larger scale, then they are stored in the silos or in the granaries. Then we have learned about the food from animals. In that we have learned that animals are reared at home or in farms and they are provided with shelter, food and care, and when it is done on a large scale, it is called as animal husbandry. Now it's time for today's homework. Refer Extra Marks app and the given links for today's content and do the homework which is given in the next images. This is all about today's class. Tomorrow we will meet once again and we will discuss more exercises of this chapter. Till then, be at home, be safe and keep learning. Thank you.